Oh man.
We're talking about punishments.
The Saturday.
Tin here and Pham, I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah. I beat Willie.
Grab the
It's the super mega slam double whammy.
Hey boys, you want to keep it down, boys? Yeah. Yeah, take it.
Kill him!
Kill the man. Decapitation.
Yay! Anyway, they would take you.
That's
They would
sound
take
grab.
like. Welcome to.
What?
Wait,
No.
Wait,
What do we call him?
It's the PrePodcast.
Hello, welcome to this fourth take episode of the PrePodcast. My name is Tin.
My name is Callum. Slipping a slip.
My name is Patrick and I'm a chicken nugget.
This episode of the PrePodcast is brought to you by Honey and not McDonald's. Honey is the free browser extension that automatically finds and applies coupons at checkout at over 30,000 stores online. If you would like to save money, if you would like to get some little dickety discounts, please head to www.theprepodcast.com/honey. Okay, I thought you were gonna fuck me up.
I got a whole pickle.
This episode of the PrePodcast, we're talking about a specific subject because one of the members on this couch at this very moment has previously had to experience the thing that we're talking about this episode. We're talking about punishments.
Oh man.
We're talking about punishments.
Talking about all
We're
kinds.
talking about all kinds of punishments, but I think we should start off with Patrick. Why are we talking about punishments?
All right. Well, we're talking about punishments because earlier this morning, I had a punishment known as the Saturday. The Saturday.
The Saturday.
Are you the burger?
Can you add? No, you can't add like reverb.
I'll do it in post, actually.
The Saturday.
Patrick, you should send me a nugget, bro.
Not right now, Tim.
Okay,
Sorry.
Timmy.
We're on an important mission.
Look, we're in the middle of shooting, Tim. Saturday.
Why
All
not
right,
Sunday?
so Saturday. Why not
Saturday
Sunday?
detention. He
I
got a
would
Saturday-
prefer
guys,
to
he
do-
got
okay.
Patrick got a Saturday detention.
Which means I have to attend school for 3 hours and do work basically, which was fine because we actually have
Is that all you did?
just work.
Did you just do work?
I just brought my laptop and just did work. That's
okay,
fine.
because I have also had a Saturday,
Oh my god.
and
The Saturday. Saturday.
We're gonna have a lot of
Tim,
editing.
could
to
you
do.
please take your headphones off and attend to a person waiting at a door?
Why did you get a Saturday?
Okay. So I got a Saturday in grade 7, right?
What'd you do? What'd you do?
And I got a Saturday for an Asian reason.
Oh no, you're eating
You
on the
ran
floor
into
again, weren't
something
you?
What did you say?
You burnt your rice.
You're eating on the floor again, aren't you?
I thought you said you were reading on the floor again. You're like, what are you doing? You don't read on the floor here. Well, hey, we read on chairs here. We, no.
Why? Did you
Well.
get a Saturday?
Okay. So we're in maths class, right?
Yeah,
Little
man.
grade 7, little Asian tin.
Little nugget tin.
Yeah, little
Little nugget.
little nub of tin.
Little.
A little nub of tin
Oh,
is what
right,
I meant.
right.
And look, we're doing hot maths. You know, remember hot maths?
Oh, hot math.
Hot
Yeah.
maths or cool
I remember
maths?
that.
Hot maths.
I remember
Hot
cool
maths.
maths.
I remember
Cool maths
cool
was
maths
way better than
games.
hot maths.
Cool maths games
So
online.
hot maths, right? We're doing hot maths.
Yeah.
Everyone had their laptops out, and we're hot maths. Tim's back.
I
We're
thought it
talking
was
about
maths, mate.
no hot maths.
Hot
It's
maths.
a different thing, Tim.
Oh, I don't remember.
Thanks, Tim.
Sorry.
Anyway, so we're doing hot maths. Everyone's got their laptops out, and little Tin was like messing around with. Do you know command prompt? I was messing around with batch commands, and I was like, oh my god, I can like play Star Wars on the CMD. You actually can. You can play Star Wars, the command prompt. Anyway, I was digging around with it, and we're all on like with school computers and like even in offices and stuff. They're all like connected like on a network. They're all connected together, right? And I found this command where you can remotely shut down someone else's computer from your computer, and so I tried that, right? Oh, actually, no. I remember. First, I unblocked websites. You could do this thing where there's like a bunch of commands. You just
Have
copy.
they
and-
fixed it now?
You just they fixed it now. You copy it and paste it off the internet, but only because of me. You copy and paste it off the internet, and then you just paste the IP of the place you want it. So I unblocked Facebook, and I unblocked. Of course, I did Miniclip, yeah,
How dare you?
a mini clip. And then after unblocking, I was like, oh.
I thought
I
someone
was
was
putting a contact
seriously wrong.
Yeah, every time. So we look up. Oh my god!
Show the camera.
Show Timmy.
That's
Show Timmy.
No,
so
show
cool.
Timmy. He's
Show
got, like-
Timmy. Show Timmy. We don't care.
So Riley's here. She's put in contact.
Riley, stand
red
there.
contacts.
Red colored.
Stand there.
Oh
Riley.
my god! She opened her eyes more.
Oh, you're so scary.
Anyway, we're off topic. All right, I gotta finish.
Okay.
I gotta finish this before we move on. Look at Riley's eyes. All right, I gotta finish this. And if you want to see her eyes and not just listen to them,
Go watch the.
go come on YouTube. So yeah, so I put in this command and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I turned off this chick's computer? And so I tried it, right, and the command didn't work. And then immediately, since all the IT guys can remotely control your computer, my mouse stopped working. And then
And you know that.
yeah, and and I'm like,
know you've messed up.
oh shit. And then there was a red border around my screen, and I was like, fuck. And like a little like feedback monitor comes up, and it's like, your computer has been remotely controlled by Damon Stevenson. And I'm like, oh shit. And then it started to remotely shut down my computer. Except when you like shut down your computer, you have the option to cancel. It started shutting down, and I canceled it. And then except they would just keep shutting down. I'm like, no, cancel. I'm like, no. And then they just took control of my mouse, and I was like,
Oh.
except the teacher didn't know, right? So all it looked like from the rest of the class, including the teacher, was just me going and like trying to cancel it, and then it shut down, and then the bell rang, and I was like, oh, whew. Shut down just like everyone else. So I'm just packing up early, guys, and then I put the laptop away, and then like a period later, our year level coordinator came into while I had an art class. She's like, "Dude, I need to speak to you," and I was like, "Oh fuck." It's bad when the teacher knocks on the door and they ask for just you, and
Was it
you know you
publicly?
did something wrong.
Did they publicly shame you?
No.
Was it was like
no,
Tin?
no, it was all good. She was just like,
was
"Oh,
like
Tin, can I just
Tin Hyun Pham.
Tin Human Pham, you have.
come to my office right now?" No,
That's a form of punishment.
that is a form of punishment.
Embarrassment.
Oh, and yeah,
Humiliation.
we'll continue. Anyway,
Yeah.
she brought me into my office. She brought me into my own office. No, she brought me into her office, and she gave me A4 pieces of paper. Oh no, she went, "So what were you doing in period 2 maths, Tin?" And I was
I
like,
hate when they ask that
I-
because it's like you know exactly.
"You know what I
was
did? What do you
doing."
want me to say?" And I was like, "Maths." And she was like, interesting. She pulled up a stack of A4 pieces of paper, and she said, "Then what is this?" And they had screenshotted my like what was on my screen,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know what that is, miss. Because it was a command prompt, so it's just this black window with white text, and I'm like,
I don't think she knew what it was.
yeah, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. That
Genuinely
was the thing.
asking.
And she was like, "Oh, because the IT guy."
She's genuinely asking.
Genu-
Like,
What is this?
What is this?
No,
Because the IT guys didn't tell her anything. They just went, "Here, Tin Pham." She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Look, miss, I don't know." And she was like, "Well, because the IT guys have told us that you've been hacking," and I was, and I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, Tin, I'm gonna have to," and I was like, "Oh no, call your parents," and I was like, "No!" That is the only thing that like I don't want.
Yeah.
Give me a Saturday. Give me a Sunday.
Yeah, give me that, and
Give me a Sunday.
like-
I feel like some ice cream.
and like what happened is they'd already negotiated what the punishment was going to be. So they weren't like, "All right, Tin."
So they played it up.
Yeah, they weren't like, "All right, Tin. So what are we gonna do?" Like,
They could have just sat you down and been like, Tin, you have a Saturday because you were doing stuff you weren't supposed to do. in
Yeah,
class."
but she had to be like,
What?
So-
I can't believe.
"What were you doing?"
Did they print it out on a piece
Yeah,
of?
she printed. She couldn't. Instead of just being like, "Here are the pictures on my laptop," or like, "Here's the pictures on my phone."
Or just tell you because
Oh
you
yeah,
know what
because
you
I
did.
knew. She printed out 6 pieces of A4 full color.
Like in the red room, like dipped it and
Yeah,
like hung it up
she
in
had
the
to,
red
it was
room.
on film.
Yeah.
Brings you into the red room. Like, whoa.
The red room.
Yeah, actually,
We
it's
could
like
talk about that
those.
later.
It's like where you like all of a sudden get like recruited.
Recruited. Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's
she's like,
some like random like
That was a test.
Like you're gonna be sent. Yeah, that was a test, or you're gonna be sent to. You're going to the head senior's office. You
Yeah.
go there, and there's like some man in like a tuxedo and like black glasses.
Tin, you and Pham, I've heard a lot about you.
yeah. We've been.
he shakes my hand. Big fan.
Or
Big
like,
fan.
or like it like goes into a big thing where like the water starts, the room starts filling up with water.
Yeah.
And it's like you like whip out a laptop and there's like just a desk on, and you like
I start hacking.
and it's like like the water starts like
No,
rising.
it's
like,
no, and or like in the opposite sense, it's a morality test. They're like, has he learned his lesson? He's not gonna. Is he not gonna hack anymore? So it's like, oh my god, Tin, my dog is drowning. Oh, the only way you can stop it is if you remotely shut down that computer using command prompt.
and then
And
you're
I'm
like, and then like
I'm
the-
not, I won't do it.
yeah,
And they're
like
like,
the
"You
year
passed."
level, the year like in Kingsman.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they shoot the dog.
oh yeah. You need to shoot the dog. I'm like, no.
You need to hack it.
No.
Oh,
And they're like,
man.
you passed with flying colors. Anyway, so I got
and
a
you
Saturday.
like walk out. You're like,
All you had to do in your Saturday was do some like homework, right?
There's some work, yeah. Well,
Fucking So I finished my work in the first 10 minutes because it was grade 7. Like, what did you? What,
and
what,
Tin's just some
what were we
above
do-
human, like ascended into
It was-
god level.
It was grade 7. What were you doing? Were you struggling in grade
Yes,
7?
I was struggling in grade 3. I didn't pass grade 3 maths.
Riley's like, yeah, same. Man.
I
Your fucking eyes.
yeah, I was like,
She's like, yeah.
I
Her
actually
eyes are
remember-
red.
what is going on? Timmy just pulled out a lighter and just went.
okay.
What is happening in this
I didn't
room?
pass grade 3 maths.
Yes.
I was in a composite class with grade 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah.
In the same class.
Yeah.
Don't judge
That's
So
the.
you were with the ones and the twos.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
I was in grade
What's
2.
1 plus 2?
Um.
Yeah, correct.
Oh yeah. So I went in this class and I failed. And because they're teaching us, and this is all this, like they're teaching grade 1s and 2s, and I was confused. And anyway, I remember one thing from that class. I walked up, and I had this friend, what was his name? William, I think.
Willie?
Willie. And I gave him a punishment. No, I beat Willie. No, I smacked Will. I smacked
William,
Will
why don't you say
on the ass
Will?
with a ruler. And the teacher at the time was so menacing.
So menacement.
And like, it's like, hold up.
You okay? Alright.
That's all right. Okay.
It's coming back to me.
Oh, no, I got it.
So I did that, and then I forgot what teacher. So she grabbed my arm. She grabbed my arm and
Grabbed
went,
my ass.
you know,
Whoa.
get close to the microphone. You know that is no. Look at me in the eye and like you're shitting yourself. I'm like, you know that is really inappropriate, Callum. And she went, how do you like it, naughty boy?
No, she didn't.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
she spanked you?
Yes, because
like
we're all in
illegal or
grade
something.
3, and
She
it's not
spanked
hard.
you in grade 3?
It's
I went to the kindergarten and I
Yeah.
was told to do that.
yeah,
And I was
like when you're
no.
dealing
You were
with
told to spank little kids?
yeah,
I was told
because
to
it's not.
grab their arms so they're off balance and their face is like here. and
Yeah.
they're supposed to
It's
smack
that exact maneuver.
Yeah.
They teach it.
The-
Grab the
it's
arm.
the super mega slam double whammy.
Super mega.
You know what you've done. But then it wasn't hard, and I didn't get
It's
upset
the
about it.
flaming dragon spinning brand.
It is the conjuring. No, it's like I wasn't offended by it, and I was the class clown. I was the funny kid.
okay.
I was a funny kid.
You're
so
like,
I thought-
"Stop
so
it,
she
miss."
she slapped me on the ass. She's like, "Hey, do you look Slap me another time." That's just.
Yeah, that's in the kindergarten
And no,
handbook.
she's like,
how do you like
she
it?
like slapped me and was like,
a
sit
rule
down
book.
and like push me, and I was like,
You're like,
I was
but my ass hurts, mum.
sorry,
I mean,
miss.
It's called the teacher mum.
shut up.
You ever called the teacher mum? I've done that so many times.
Not when she's spanking me.
You can't
Like,
say that.
legit?
Stop.
You can't say that.
Tim, we have to train you after this.
Tim, you need to go through a boot
Yeah,
camp.
you have to go through podcast.
You're gonna be
boot camp.
punished for this.
I
Sometimes
called
you.
Sir Dad this year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna slap you on the
can
bum
use that
bum,
bit.
Tim. I'm gonna put you off balance and slap you on your bum bum.
Since his mic is muted because he said an illegal thing, he called a teacher dad. The name of that teacher, however, we cannot
We
fucking
cannot
use.
use.
Dumb dumb. Come on, Tim. You know the rules.
Dr. Rock.
I'll use that. I'll use
That'll
that.
work, Dr. Rock.
So with this one thing, another thing about school, I totally forgot what I was just talking about. What were we talking about? Spank. Oh, that's
Spanking.
right. was shut up a swear word?
Yes.
And I said, I was talking to my friend Benji, right?
Benji.
This is actually the name. I don't know his last name. I forgot. It's my old primary school. And I said, shut up to him.
Shut up!
As in, like, we were mates. We were good mates. We were mucking around. I don't know what's happening, man.
Are you okay, man?
Sharply exhaling this with everywhere.
And I was like, oh, shut up. And then this chick, it's like that video of Idris Elba. Have you seen him when he's choking? He's like,
He's like hot wings with the hot wings.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
and I said, shut up. And this chick, Cherry,
Cherry.
she turned to me and said, you said shut up, I'm telling the teacher, and put her hand up like immediately. And I was like, no. And I started complimenting her. I was
of
like,
your hand putting up fucking rocked the mic.
And I started complimenting her profusely. I was like, Cherry, your hair is really good today. And she goes, thank you. And still holds the hand up. I'm like,
What a bitch!
and then the teacher that was on at the time, she goes, in the middle of the class, Callum said shut up. And then the teacher was like,
Like a dog.
like jerked this like,
Her eyes just like Riley's.
and was like,
Oh, that was so...
and have you guys ever been like told to stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like,
Never.
stand up. And I stood up and I was like,
Can you do that again?
stand up.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's like some...
Scary.
And
You
she
just
says,
casted a spell.
you did not.
Okay.
And she's like levitating me. and then she was like,
She lifted you by your ankles.
and she's like, do not say that. That's all she said. And she told me to sit down. And she literally just
that
told me
was
to
it?
sit down. But I was because we're little kids and I was publicly humiliated.
you're like,
publicly.
Public humiliated.
And she's like, I'll talk to you after class. And then she never got to me.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow, what a terrible
dumb
punishment.
dumb.
Oh, wow. That sounds...
I think that was
terrible.
enough. I was absolutely pooping myself.
Yeah. Dude, that's how it works. Well, actually, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, you're Saturday. Sorry, I took it away. Saturday.
So you only had to study, right? And I finished my study immediately because I'm Asian. And so they were like, I was like, Miss, I don't have anything to
Please
do.
continue.
Are you okay?
Continue. I have something about.
I got it. Keep passing it.
Just coughed it down the back of the couch.
So yeah, I was having a so I had a Saturday anyway. Fuck, I lost it. Yeah, that cough removed
You
the memory.
finished your
you
work
had to
because
do
you're
something-
Asian.
What
I
did you
finished
have to
the
do for
work
your
because I'm
Saturday?
Asian,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, teach." I didn't say that. Yo, teach. But I finished my work, right? And she was like, "Oh, and she was like, this has never happened before because the kids normally just like pretend to do work until the Saturday's over." But I was like, "I'm really fucking bored." And she was like, "Oh, you're bored." And then she gave me.
Oh.
I shouldn't have said it, right? I shouldn't have ever said that. So she was like, "Here's 2 bags, plastic bags, two."
So you had to fill
Dude,
it.
that was big.
And it wasn't fill the plastic bag. It was now go around the whole school and pick up everything. And then come back
leaves
when
as
you're
well.
finished.
Leaves as well.
Huh?
Leaves as well.
Leaves.
Leaves. Oh, no.
We used to have to do that. We
You had to pick up leaves?
2 pieces of rubbish, and I'd get like a big piece of plastic and a leaf, and I'd be like, "2," and I'd
I
like,
got
put it
rubbish,
in,
and you
like,
just give her a leaf. No, so the problem is, I finished that, and I was like, "Oh, what now, miss?" Yeah.
You should have just taken your time wandering around.
You know what she did? So some people they make them like get the gum off the bottom of tables. She didn't. Nope, I didn't do that. It's okay. It's okay. Some people like. Wow. They're like,
became a cleaner.
sometimes they make people murder babies, but don't worry, I didn't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Missed
She
out.
gave me a sponge and a bucket, and she was like, clean all the tables, all the concrete tables out in the quad, out in the area.
And you're in your formal uniform.
Yeah, I was in my formal uniform, and she was like, "Yeah, just clean the scrub the tables." And I was like, "Okay." And as soon as I did it, I finished all the tables. And as soon as I finished it, she was like, "Right, you can go now. I'm bored." And I was like,
Well, miss,
Well-
here's 2 plastic bags.
"Power move, counter." She's like, "Plastic bag. How about you go pick up the rubbish from the whole school?" And she's like, "Yes, okay."
And you know reverse card.
Yeah.
Slash
Yeah.
them.
And it's red. And I don't have red. No, anyway. So I can't believe you just had to study because I had to pick up rubbish from the whole school and I had to scrub tables. Concrete tables.
Different people.
Concrete
Well, yeah,
tables
well-
that children spill food on, sit on, and often urinate on.
well, you're year 7. You should. I'm in year 12, so I had a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
She's like,
Had a
oh
lot
yeah,
of
just
work to do.
use your laptop and just do your study because you got exams next week and stuff. I'm like, oh, all right.
Went on and played.
It was boring as hell.
How
though.
come when you walked in and you were like, dude, that was excruciating. What you
Yeah.
just told me just sounds like a study
No,
session.
it
just a
was
study
really
session.
boring because it was 3 hours of complete silence and a clock,
That's true.
and I was just like
Dude, some people love that shit.
so bored. Because when I do work and stuff, I always listen to music.
Well, you're not allowed to listen to music.
Yeah, no, we had our phones taken off, and it's like
So make the music.
I did. No, at one point I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and
she
she
was like-
she walked in. She's like, "Hey, there's other kids here too, man." I'm like, oh, yeah,
Were you
sorry."
alone in a classroom?
No, it was in like the office.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were like,
Yeah,
down, 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 down.
yeah. I looked next to me, and the kid like across the room was like,
You're both like synced up, and you're like, and then
And you bust
then,
out into High School
like
Musical.
you both made eye contact with each other, and you're like, and then the teacher just popped in, and she was
she
like,
starts doing this as well. Hey boys, you want to keep it down, boys? Yeah. Yeah, take it.
"Hey boys, could you shut the fuck up?"
Okay, see ya.
She bobbles out.
So I've gotten what we called it, which you still call it, but they don't hand them out anymore. It's scabs.
Oh right, yeah.
What does that stand for?
Does it stand for something?
Yeah.
SCAB.
No, it does.
Pick up rubbish.
Boy. No, it's where you have to go around and you've gotten a scab.
I've gotten a scab.
I remember the only time. Okay, I remember getting multiple scabs, but the only thing I can remember it was for because it's like you walk around at lunchtime and you're the whole lunch. Not the whole lunch. You just have to fill one bag full of. A scab is where you walk around picking up rubbish with a plastic bag.
Is it given to you? Like you're like.
Yeah, you're like.
It's a punishment.
Yeah, it's a punishment.
So it's just a
A
plastic
scab
bag.
is being given an empty plastic bag and being like, when it comes
I
back.
don't know whether it was like a group activity.
No,
or
you'll be free. You'll be free once you fill this bag.
Bro, I was given this
and you walk around.
someone's knee, and
Yeah.
it was like,
Ew.
I had to fill it up.
Here you go. His name's Frederick.
And it's so I got one, and the only thing I can remember getting one for is doing 1 page, one and a half pages out of 2, or 1 page, and it was like you
Like
didn't
for an
complete
essay
your
or
homework.
something?
No,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
no, for like
Oh, for homework,
like for what was it, maths
Yeah, Matt's mate or something.
mate or something like that. I only did the first half of the page, and because I physically couldn't do the second one, and that was, but it was my fault anyway.
Buddy.
and
Physically
because I
couldn't do
remember
it.
the teacher coming up to me, he's like, "So near enough is good enough, hey?" I'm like, "Yep." And he said,
I feel like we're
"That's a scab."
characterizing teachers as really fucking sassy. They're not that bad.
Oh no, they're literally doing their job. I was a shit of a student.
I was a shit of a student.
like
I was a student of shit.
looking back now,
Yeah,
Like-
piece of trash.
yeah, and I deserved getting the scab,
Which should have
anyway,
gone into the
but,
plastic bag.
However, okay. If there are any teachers listening,
Which there are actually.
actually, yeah, if there are
Oh,
any
shit,
teachers
they're actually-
listening,
I was like, who? And then I named like 6 in my head. No, no.
um,
I'm talking to you.
Mr. Rock.
yeah, Mr. Rock, Mr. Clean. So you need to be monitored. I didn't necessarily do this because I'm a floater and I'm a charismatic guy.
Yep.
And I like people.
Balloon.
I would be the guy that would walk up to you and be like, "Hey, you guys got any rubbish?" and then talk to them for like, like half an hour or something.
It wasn't
and lunch is over and I have like maybe 3/4 of a bag full, and then they go, "Oh, at least you spent the whole time like doing it."
Yeah.
But what people did is they just take rubbish straight out of the bin.
Yeah. Like
And-
like when you go to the butcher and like they grab meat with an
Yeah.
inside out bag and then you
Yeah.
flip it in. That's exactly what people do.
I did.
I
that.
remember.
Did you do that when you were?
No.
I apologize. I apologize to the teacher that gave me the scab. This is the only time I did that. I had a talent quest audition at lunch.
Oh, wow,
And
very
I got
important.
given a scab.
Very important.
And it was an audition for a
audition.
talent quest that the school does. And
You like
I was like, I have an audition with my sister, and I was stressing out, and then I got a scab, and I was like, So what I did is when you kick the bottom out, when you kick the bins, the bin just bottoms out. So I held the plastic bag, and I was like, how do I like? So I just
Catch it all?
went. I was like, because I was like holding it, but I like had to wrap it around. I was like, what do I do? Like kick it, and I can't because I was squatting down. So I was just, if you were looking at me, you would have seen me. I knew this one bin that did it really easily. I put it under, and I just went. Wang! And
your
just
head?
butted the bin, and the bottom just kicked out, and all the rubbish went in, and I was like,
So our bins are like torso height. Like they're like on a pole. stand like they're like torso height.
Oh, those.
Yep. The bottom is no, so it's like here.
It's a flat.
It's like a box.
That's
on a
how they
pole.
clear it. They open the bottom in it.
Yeah. Normal bins. Yeah. Yeah. No.
It was
No.
really efficient, but that's what kids would do.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I did that, and I apologized to the teacher because I had
Why?
a talent
I
quest
didn't know.
audition. I know.
All you did was you just did the cleaner's job for them.
Exactly. I'm just helping out. I'm being a good citizen.
Callum was actually a perfect student.
Perfect student.
Does anyone else want to chuck in a school story? Because otherwise we're gonna move on. Tim, what you got?
So
Tim, the cameraman. Shoot.
Actually, I do
when you,
as well.
when you like when you're in
When
your
you
sport
when
uniform,
you know you when you know you want when you
that you wish you could do so.
Anyway,
No, when you're in your sport uniform, you have to sit in the year level coordinators
Oh
for the
yeah.
whole lunch,
Yeah.
morning tea and lunch. And last year, I lost my formal shoes. Like I
Oh.
lost them, so I had to sit a whole week
a
in
week.
the year level coordinator's office. Because I'm poor.
For a whole week,
Yeah, basically.
and then you got shoes.
Yeah,
Oh well.
on the Saturday.
That's
And
real
as a
bad, man.
punishment, they made me. The year 12s had just done like a practice QCS.
Yep.
They made me rub out all the QCS practice answers so we could use them for this year.
Oh my god! That's actually a terrible punishment.
She was like, "Yep, they're all in pencil. You have to rub them out."
Holy,
I was like,
that's like thousands.
Holy! You notice any trends or anything like that?
Do you know?
Yeah,
which,
do you remember
do you
anything?
remember which answers were correct now?
Helen and the ukulele.
Oh yeah, Callum doesn't know. Anyway,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Well, everyone who would listen to this our age would
would have done.
Understand. It's a
would have the
QCS.
same QCS test.
Good job, guys. You fucking.
It was
losers.
the waiter. It was the
We're
waiter.
not doing. We're
Okay.
not doing QCS chat.
Okay.
We're not doing
No,
QCS.
no, no,
Go
no.
to Facebook if you want QCS.
All right,
chat.
have you got?
I've got
you said
one
you
more
got
very
more.
short school story. My brother went to the same school. Grab
Me money.
My brother went to the same school, right? He also got a Saturday, but he got it for the dumbest reason. Oh, not as dumb as mine, actually. That was pretty dumb.
What was the dumbest reason, Tin?
So, in class, you were talking about shut up is a swear word, right? Don't say shut up, right? Obviously, you have your normal swearing words that you're not meant to say in school. For example, fuck me. So he didn't say fuck me. He didn't say it. He mouthed it. And oh, can this be a micro T session? Can this be micro T?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I'll have a little bit. So you actually, yeah, okay, you can. So that way you can react it. Okay. So when I tell you what teacher it is, you're gonna be like, "Oh." Can you put the camera on them so you don't see what word I'm mouthing?
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
So what happened is during class, I think he like didn't hand in homework. No. He got in trouble. You know when someone yells something, right? And you're like you tell them to shut up,
Yeah.
and then you get in trouble. So that happened.
That teacher.
The teacher yelled at my brother. I can't believe I just did that. The teacher yelled at him and was like, and like obviously he's like, oh my god, that's terrible. So he was like,
I'm setting an audio cue for you.
What?
oh no, I
He
watched
wasn't
the
gonna-
whole
he
thing.
wasn't gonna
Okay.
cut
I
that.
watched the whole thing. Anyway,
You can't say it.
so he like,
I thought I'd be helpful.
thank you, Callum. So spontaneous. Yeah, so he got in trouble for telling another kid to shut up, or like when you do a loud like shh, and the teacher was like, hey, just shut up. Right? So he was like, fuck me. And except he just mouthed it. He was just like, and he got a Saturday.
She was like,
Yeah, she beamed him with her eyes and was like, Saturday.
You know how after QCS, when everyone was like told to leave after the last multiple
yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
She was like, shh.
Yeah, she told everyone to
And
shut
we were
up.
like, you're making the noise. And she's like,
Same teacher.
Okay, we're not bagging.
Yeah,
teachers
we're
out.
not bagging any more teachers. All right, we're gonna move on. Do you guys have something? Because otherwise, I have a big topic to talk about.
Okay, imagine if we were back in the Middle Ages. Punishment in the Middle Ages. Torture devices.
Torture devices.
Do you want to talk about that? Oh,
Very
have you
briefly,
seen?
Yes.
whips.
So
Have you seen Whips?
Whips is the obvious
movie.
one. And do you know how whips would work?
What do you mean? How do you know it?
You'd get like chained to a wall
I know!
and whipped.
Oh, not necessarily a wall. This is your punishment. Getting publicly humiliated, where they take you out into the square, and that was the entertainment back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
So
And
when
like, they're,
someone
like,
did
strip
something
naked.
naughty, they were like, "Ooh!" Little kids like, "Ooh, yay!" And, like,
Whip the man!
chopping off someone's head. Kill him! Kill him! Kill the man! Decapitation! Yay! Anyway, they would take you. They would take and it was for like stupid stuff. Like, so you would go out into they'd take you out in the middle of the square. They'd whip you. Like, there's like 12 lashings.
Yeah.
Like for depending what you do, you get like a certain amount of
that's
lashings,
so
and then they throw salt on your back
Oh.
because one, because it hurts, and two,
I just got chills down my spine.
one, and two,
Chills on my back.
Yeah.
it actually heals. Like salt helps.
Yeah, but it
Like
also
healing, but it burns.
hurts like hell.
Yeah. So and that's like, but they do like stupid stuff. So
Like
like
t-shirts,
we do
salt heals.
stupid stuff now, like say shut up or
Yeah.
like
Shut up.
you got caught hacking.
Yeah, hacking. Quotation marks.
And you get a Saturday, but back then if you do something stupid like, well, it's not necessarily stupid, but if you steal an
Yeah.
apple, you get your fingers cut off, or you get one finger.
Oh
cut
yeah,
off,
or
you know
your
what I mean?
fucking hand.
Your hand, you get your hand. Thieves get
Or
like the stuff like
they
that.
used to like stone people.
What did they get
Could
stoned
you imagine getting
for?
a rock thrown at your head?
Yeah,
Couldn't-
and
no,
did they do it
couldn't.
till death? They just did it till
I
death.
think so, right?
They just did it
They
till
just
death.
kept throwing rocks at people till they
So
died.
you'd be running around. And, that'd be.
It's the most intense game of dodgeball you've
One
ever.
kid's like, yeah, like that. That'd be like. But to be fair, if I
can't-
was back,
Ah!
if I was back in that,
Yeah.
if I was back in that, like, time, that would be entertaining for me. Like not.
Yeah, we would enjoy
Like as
watching
in,
it.
everyone would enjoy it because that's the entertainment back
Okay.
then. Because they have no
TV or anything.
TV or anything. They have a perception of it.
Mum, what's on the TV today? Decapitation. Ah! Yay! Do it! Ah!
But there's some like
Hey,
forms of like punishment.
Have you seen the Iron Bull?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that the
Where
one
you
where
in the
they
iron,
heat it
and then
up?
they heat it up and you burn inside it.
Oh, that
And like,
would,
because you can't touch anything.
that would be
Just
horrible.
absolute agony. Like there's no like release.
No.
It's just hot heat.
Heat. You stand on it, you lie on it. It's just
And-
all
and
iron,
even if you
burning
like, there's
iron.
no, like you will be standing on it the whole time. Like you can't not.
You can't float,
Like
you
you
know.
can't like. You know?
Dude, that would be horrible. I hate burning.
Cooking
Yeah, me
alive or
too.
being buried
Oh,
alive.
I think about this all the time. I would be the worst person for an interrogation. I would immediately tell them everything.
Well, that's the
I-
best person for an interrogation.
Oh yeah, okay.
like, worst
but I
person,
mean,
you get what I
for the people that don't want the information spilled,
yeah.
because I would just, they would like.
Dude, you bent down. That's right into the mic, bro.
Scared the shit out of me. Too.
I thought you just like yacked or something.
What just came out of your mouth? Oh,
Sorry,
oh,
I
that
sneezed.
scared me. That scared me so much. Woo. Oh, my heart. Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to sneeze.
Oh, it didn't sound like a fucking sneeze. I cannot wait to play that back.
It sounds like you just like blew up.
You're like that. You're like that dude from Angry Birds, the bomb one.
Holy shit.
What were we talking about? The
So
iron bull.
interrogation.
Oh,
What did you say?
iron bull.
I thought you said the eyeball. Again,
Dude,
Jim.
that was scary. I was like, I'm genuinely
is
freaking out. I was like,
happening?
what the?
Oh my god, everything is so tense right now.
Whoa.
So I would be really bad at interrogation. As soon as like someone even like they wouldn't even have to do anything. They would just threaten me like, "I will." And I'm like, no, yeah, yeah, it's all good. Don't worry. No, I'll tell you. What do you want to know? Like they'll be like, "Don't make me." No, it's okay. I don't even want to know. It's okay.
Just I'll tell you what you want.
It was Patrick.
Okay. Thank you.
And they're like,
Cheers,
"Oh,
goodbye."
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Same. I hate like. Well, there are modern day forms of torture.
Like,
Because obviously right now, other countries like third world countries, maybe there's
yeah.
everything, all that. We're not getting into that politics and I'm just crackers about cheese.
Gromit.
Anyway.
I'm sorry, Grummy. Sorry. But modern day forms of torture are mostly sleep deprivation.
Oh yeah.
They put you in a room.
makes you get fucking
They put you in a
crazy.
room and they just blast music or throw water on you every time. Or there's one where where they drop
Oh,
water.
the water drop.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
Chinese water.
Yeah.
And they drop water on your head and it like keeps you
So
awake.
I want to
Modern.
try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mythbusters.
We should
is
make
also-
we should make a video about trying.
And it's just Tim spitting on your forehead
Ew.
every like 3 seconds.
Like the little grimacing
You're like-
laugh.
Hey, Tim. And it goes down your face.
Like like you can't move and it's going like this. You're like
Yeah, not in my mouth.
trying to like blow it.
Not in
like,
my
away.
mouth. Or it goes right in your ear. Anyway,
And there's other forms, but
I don't think I could withstand any physical torture
Yeah.
ever. Like if someone was like,
and it's just
We're gonna
solitary
start-
confinement.
yeah, like we're gonna start. I don't know. I literally can't even think of like torture right now. Are we gonna clamp your nipples and like electrocute you? It's like nope.
Nope.
We could stop at the nipples. You had me at nipples. It was Patrick. You had me at nipples. True love story. Nipples McGee.
So let's get back to torture.
Oh right, sorry.
Right. Do you know any forms of torture?
No.
Like old. Okay. This is one thing. I actually researched it. I don't think it's real. They didn't do it. The burrowing rat, or whatever. I don't think that was a real thing.
No, that was a real thing.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
a
it
real
That was a real
It
thing.
was?
Wait, you talk about the thing where like
Where they heat.
they heat like a bucket or something and like
Yeah.
And
I've
then
heard so
put a
many
rat against you?
variations though.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, they hold a fire next to the bucket. Next to the bucket.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing. They just have a bucket and they have a
like-
torch. Like don't do it.
Please stop! Please stop! Okay,
Why
that's a
would you
visual
do
thing.
that? Why would you? Why would you put a
everyone's like-
bucket next to a torch?
Everyone's like, oh, you hold a torch next to the rat and the rat's scared of fire. I'm like,
I don't think the rat's scared of fire. I think
Yeah.
the rat just doesn't want to be burnt.
yeah. It,
So
like,
it'll
heats up.
eat through you.
Yeah, to get out.
I didn't think that was a real thing. I know a real thing is there's this type of Chinese it's a bamboo
Yeah.
that grows really fast. It grows something like 3 inches in a
And
day.
it goes through you.
They strap you down
Holy shit!
and it grows.
Could you imagine
through you.
that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Could you
That's a
imagine
form.
waiting for something to grow through you?
That would
Yeah.
be horrible.
And it's just slow.
Yeah,
It's just slow.
every single day.
Yeah.
would be agony. And then as soon as it cuts the skin, you would just slowly bleed.
Oh.
Ugh,
Oh, there's the wedge.
the wedge.
So,
Oh,
Have you seen the wedge?
I've
No,
seen the
what is
wedge.
that?
They get a wedge,
I've
right?
seen the
Like
wedge.
a pyramid
Yeah.
type. Not a pyramid.
Don't they sit your ass on it?
Yeah, it's
It's a
called a something horse. It's
Yeah.
it's a something horse.
Anyway.
They sit you on a wedge with your legs foot, and they
Yeah.
slowly put weights on your legs.
oh god.
Could you imagine slowly lowering?
Oh.
Onto a
Because then you
pyramid.
just start like.
You'd
splitting.
start sinking.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
start spreading.
But then there's that one with the hose and the rag in your
Oh,
mouth.
well, like waterboarding?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Just like.
what is waterboarding?
Yeah. What is
So
that?
basically, you put a towel over someone's. Just from experience. So you lay someone down. Yeah. You lay someone down. You put a towel over their face, and then you just keep like blasting water over it, and basically you're like drowning them. You're drowning them because they can't like. There's no air coming in because of
Oh,
the
yeah.
towel.
Because of the towel.
It's
So that's
all
what
water.
the towel does.
Yeah, the towel just keeps your face sealed.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, this is a just terrible topic.
All right, punishments.
That
Let's
killed-
talk about.
punishments.
Are there any good punishments?
Good punishment.
Good
out there.
punishments. A little spanking will do me, and a little spanking will
yeah.
do you. A little positive punishment.
Positive punishment. What is that called? Positive reinforcement? Positive? No.
No, well, it's not a punishment if it's positive, is it? Or like, oh no, what? Some kids who are like, oh no, they'll give me a suspension, and then I won't have
Yeah.
to come to school.
Oh, no.
Oh, miss.
Oh, just murdered the children in the back room. Am I gonna get suspended?
Can I get suspended?
Please?
Do I have to kill a baby like him? Or
Excuse me.
Excuse me, miss.
Can you expel me?
Miss, can I have a suspension?
Suspend me, miss. I kicked a dog.
Suspend me, miss, or I'll find your children and I'll fucking die.
Okay.
Anyway,
Wow.
But again,
10.
there's.
Yes.
You ready for some tea?
I am ready.
Tea segment number 2.
Right, boys, let's put
Everyone
the
take a
kettle on.
sippy from a sippy
Should I
cup.
put a-
Let's
should I
turn.
Should I get a kettle sound effect in this?
Yeah, and let's turn and go like this and take a sip from the sippy cup. You ready?
Okay, ready. Wait, ready? Boys, let's put... I'm going to say let's put the kettle on. Ready? Let's put the kettle on.
Oh, it's great. I love
It's a
it.
new segment. Let's do it.
So there's this. Okay, this is punishment in itself because it's not. No one's doing this punishment to me. It just happens, and it's torturing me.
Why are you doing, Patrick?
I don't know. Keep going.
So, yet again. So.
Keep going.
Keep going.
So. There is this teacher.
Oh.
And
Right.
yeah.
You were there for that.
I was like, what?
So, this teacher, he, I'm pretty sure she must think I'm the most weirdest child in the world.
I don't know why they'd think that.
I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, that was a
That was
visual.
my joke.
You gotta go watch it. Or jump over YouTube, watch it if you want to see the.
Or go to www.thepredpodcast.com.
She must think I'm the weirdest, weirdest person because every time I'm around, it's just by chance that something happens, like that something happens.
You need to.
I haven't got a
clarify.
break. I haven't got a break. Like one time I walked into a classroom and this is for acting and I didn't have a shirt on because it was for the role.
Because it was for acting.
For the role. And then there was a bunch of girls in there and I was like,
You're just
what?
like,
And
hey, mate.
and then
Hey,
sir, her,
miss,
she,
sir.
could be a boy or girl,
Smisser.
looked at me and was like, well, put a shirt on. There's
Put a
girls
shirt
in the
on.
classroom. I was
There's
like,
girls
oh no. And then, oh my God. And there was this other time where I'd gone back to school
Yep.
after graduating. I went back and
Loser.
I was talking to another teacher
And
and I was greeting them and I went in
Hey, how's it going?
and
Been a
gave
while. Catching up.
he/she a hug.
Yep.
And as I was saying that, I was talking over to another teacher
Yep, over the shoulder.
over the shoulder and I said,
During the hug.
"Oh, so do I get a hug?"
Yeah.
Talking to the other teacher, and then
then
he was like, "I'm hugging you right now."
I'm already giving you a hug.
Of course
Lizzie.
you get a hug, and
I'm
I was
already
like,
giving you a hug.
I was like, "Oh no,
I'm already giving you a hug.
oh no."
Wait, I'll be Callum. Ready? You're he's Callum. You're he, she, he, she.
And I'll be the
Patrick,
other-
you be the other one.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I haven't seen you so long. So do I get a hug?
It wasn't like that. It was like a. Also, do I get a? I was like, also, do I get a hug from you? I can't remember what I said, but it was like talking to.
Either
Anyway.
way.
And I was like,
Hey, how's it go? Oh, so do I get a hug from you?
Yeah.
of course you do. I'm already hugging you. I was like,
You're like, no. And wait, and there's another one.
What?
I don't know if it was. Oh no, yeah. I was prepping for the Tempest, and I was getting all lathered up, right?
yeah.
And you walked in, and then he, she happened to walk in right as you were like caressing my my lower back. Like, so normally Oscar does it for me, but as a joke, because I wasn't looking, it was on my back. Callum started rubbing my back, and I didn't realize it was Oscar, so I was like, oh, haha. But to he see, she
She
see.
walked
It,
right in.
it just looked like he was feeling my
Oh
lower back
my
because he didn't have clay on his
God.
hands. He was just rubbing me.
Oh my god! And then so okay, this is okay. I'm gonna tell you who it is. So
Yeah.
we're back.
It's totally your fault though.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
like
and
it's
there was
not
this
like,
time, and I was dancing. I don't know what I was doing.
Dancing, I assume.
I was doing something weird. I'm pretty sure
Oh, how weird.
this seems bad. I was
How weird.
being I think it was, what was it for? It wasn't for Renfield, but I was being a hunchback. Like I was doing a
Okay.
character or something. And this is out in lunchtime. This isn't like,
Yeah, okay.
this is me in my formal uniform, and I'm going like at that, and then I'm like, and all my friends like, and I'm like, what? And I turn around, and I'm like, oh my god, and she's standing right there. He's standing right there, and I'm like, I can't
Just
get
like
a break.
Every time.
And I'm pretty
every time
sure
they see you.
I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm weird, and like,
She even told your sister.
yeah, I think my sister, because my god, she's like, oh yeah,
Oh my god, Callum.
when you know you want to, when you wish. Okay. Yeah, and like my sister, and then like she loves my sister. He loves my sister. Nope, it's a she.
He's a she,
Sashimi.
She's.
All right, let's get on a 2-minute break. I think
Oh
that
my
is
God.
enough tea. Let's pour all the tea out back into the sink.
Back into this thing.
Oh, there it goes.
Bye.
Alright.
Also, I have one more thing to say. The island is on fire.
Oh yeah, the island's on fire. Yeah.
You don't know. Everyone over there listening, I am okay. Everyone's messaging me asking if I'm okay.
Nah,
It is fine.
This is his
There's
twin brother.
the streets are filled with ash, and I'm
They're
not
not messaging me.
exaggerating.
Really?
I had to turn on the
like
windscreen
Pompeii.
wiper and
Yeah.
like wipe off the ash.
Holy shit.
But that's the only. That's like the only
yeah, but
damage.
Ranger Rick we should probably contact Ranger Rick.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
We should
Yeah.
probably get Ranger.
Yeah.
we
I'll
should
see where he's up
contact him
to.
and, see
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he can help clean you up.
Yeah.
Clean you up.
Yeah.
All right, 2-minute break. Catch you in a bit. Before we start our song, I just want to let you know that this episode of the Pre-Podcast is brought to you by Honey. We already know about it, but Honey is the free browser extension that automatically finds and applies coupons at 30,000 shopping stores online. We bought a lot of the stuff here using Honey. We got like 10% off a lot of things. And this watch, actually, I got like 15% off. So if you too would like to save money, head to www.theprepodcast.com/honey. This episode was about punishment, boys. Let's go. I wasn't punished when I went to school one day because I tried to hack. I fucked around. I was playing. Two of the boys on the couch I've gotten a Saturday before, but that's okay because Callum makes it up with his jaw. Fucking sexy jaw. It's pretty sexy, right? Patrick got in trouble today. Didn't finish his assignment on time, and now he's here to stay. We had a brief segment a bit ago where we talked about BDSM, but we might have cut it in the final edit. Yeah. We talked about some chains, some nipple clamps, and things we say we wouldn't talk about it normally. I just want to briefly mention Riley's appearance. She had red eyes, then she left us. We are stuck here thinking Oh shit. Take it away. I'm over it.
Ah, right. Let me tell you all a story. This is a story about my childhood through the eyes of an infant Callum. I don't know why I'm going into this.
What is this?
Mr. Worldwide. No. Alright. Yes, one day I was sitting down, looking like a clown. I did something really bad. My mum said, hey, you just made me spat. I got a spank. Wasn't really nice. I didn't like it. You know what they say, I got a spank. I was really naughty one day at class because I was pulling out grass. I was throwing glass, then I got a spank right on my ass. I said, hey, on my ass. It's really difficult to rap and play at the same time. Yes, I am. I got real sick rhymes. If I mess this up.
Oh, is that it?
Is that it? You stop playing. You stop playing.
me and you stopped singing, so I thought that was it.
I guess that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.
Parental time.